Welcome back to Squawk Box this morning. Malls weren't crowded before, and they may be even less crowded when businesses restart. That could be good for social distancing, but may pose a risk to retailers that, of course, are trying to survive. Joining us right now to talk about all of it is Jamie Salter, Chairman and CEO of Authentic Brands Group. It owns retailers like Forever 21, Aeropostale, and Nautica. And good morning to you, Jamie. Thanks for joining us. As businesses resume and America tries to reopen, we're all trying to understand whether retailers like yours are going to be able to make it through to the other side and what the landscape ultimately looks like.
So, look, the landscape is definitely it's different for sure. But, you know, early stages, we've opened up approximately 400 of our stores out of our 1,100 stores in the United States so far. And early results, Aeropostale is almost at par store sales compared to last year, where Forever 21, Nautica are down about 30%. So we're hoping that traffic will continue to pick up as it has been on a daily basis. But shoppers are definitely buying more than they have in the past. So the average sale is higher than it has been in the past.
Well, let me ask you about that. Is your expectation as you try to model this out that folks who are now coming back to the store and making these bigger purchases, are those purchases that not are being pulled forward, but maybe even pulled backwards? These are things that they would have bought over the last 2 months that they couldn't because of the lockdowns and the stay-at-home orders. Or is this something else?
I think it's a little bit of both. You know, having the right product on the shelf is really important. And obviously, you know, e-commerce tells us what the consumer is looking for. So making sure that we have those products in the store is very helpful. So, but consumers that are shopping today are actually, they know what they want. So they go into the mall. They go directly to the stores that they want to shop in. They go in and they buy. So they're not looking as much as they are shopping. They are generally, most people that are coming in the stores are buyers.
They trying clothes on? What's the procedure? How is it different?
No, they're not trying clothes on. We actually have a very good return policy. So they come in the stores, they buy their purchases, they take them home, they try them on, and if they don't fit, then they come back and they return them. So we have just a very good return policy at all of our locations.
Hey, Jamie, on that return policy, what do you do with it after it's brought back? Because I'd feel a little uncomfortable thinking that something I'm picking up in the store has just been in somebody else's house.
So returns have been slightly under 1%, and those products go back and they get cleaned properly before they go back on the shelves. And if we're uncomfortable, then we just throw them away.
How do you clean clothes?
You clean clothes. Everything is steamed and properly cleaned with proper wands that check for anything that are on the clothes. And we have been doing that since we've reopened the stores.
So, Jamie, we've already seen a number of... Right. Jamie, we've seen a number of bankruptcies, as you know. There's an expected sense that there's going to be lots of different restructurings, big questions about whether this is actually going to hit the mall operators themselves and what the whole experience looks like. You know, extrapolate out 12 months from now. The market obviously thinks that we're going to be in a V-shaped recovery at the moment, that the world's going to look a lot better. Do you think that? And what does that mean for the retail space? Is there going to be a lot more consolidation? Are we going to see less stores? What's this all going to look like?
Look, I think you're definitely going to see a consolidation. The bigger are going to get bigger, and the weaker are probably going to go away. Where traditionally the weaker don't always go away; they tend to rebound in a different way. But I think this time you'll see the weaker actually go away. as far as malls go, I would tell you that, do you feel more comfortable walking into a mall right now, or do you feel more comfortable, walking down Broadway? I would tell you that I would feel more comfortable walking into a mall than walking down Broadway in New York City. Bumping into people up and down the streets is not as safe as going into a mall that is cleaned 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and making sure that people are not bumping into each other. And traditionally, if you sort of look at the malls around America today, there is plenty of space inside the malls to walk around. And I would also tell you, we're in a lot of the Simon malls around the United States, and especially the outlets. There's plenty of space, to walk around the outlets where it's open air, and the consumers are feeling pretty comfortable walking around. I think it's probably safer than going into some of these big giant box retailers where there's lots of people walking around those stores.
Right. Throughout this pandemic, have you been paying your rent 100% across the board?
Look, we have very good rent deals from our landlords. We're not a leverage company. We are partners, with the landlords, with Brookfield and with Simon Properties. So, our rent deals have been fairly good through this crisis. A lot of our rents are percentage rents, so we're working through it, quite well.